Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about ex-best friends, and it's something that I've been dealing with recently actually, and I'll let you guys know the full story in just a moment, but it's like dealing with your ex. Like, I fucking hate it. I fucking hate you. Get the fuck away from me. I broke up with you for a fucking reason. Bye. But I'm just gonna start getting ready and talking. So I guess I might as well tell you some backstory as to like how we got to this position now. So it was my 21st birthday last November, and me and 3 of my other girls planned a trip to Vegas. Me and my girlfriend, I feel like I should give them fake names. I don't want to like tell anyone like that much, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we have my best friend, I'm gonna call her A. She's best friend A. Me and her decided to drive together, and we get there early. So who gets the hotel for us is actually my aunt. My aunt is a 7-star at a few different hotels in Vegas, so she's able to get like a free room for us. So she ends up going up there too, but she also gets a free room like at another location as well, so that she's not like hanging around us, because you know how 21st birthdays be. I'm not trying to act a fool in front of my family, you know what I'm saying? So we get there, and we get there a little bit earlier than like the other 2 girls that are supposed to be there. Anyways, so then you have other best friends B and C. Now B and C are supposed to drive together, and last minute, like sometime on our way to Vegas, best friend B calls and is just like, yo, best friend C canceled. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, can you wait for me or some shit like that? And I'm just like, yo, like we're about to leave. And best friend B and C, they had their own plan set up, and I made sure that they were in charge of each other just because me and A we lived together at the time. So it was just super convenient. Our schedules just matched perfectly, and they live far away as well. So it's just, if you guys can get there, we can get there. We'll have 2 separate cars if we need them, and you guys are both in the same location. We're in the same location, and we're coming from 2 different fucking places. It just made sense. Anyway, so best friend C cancels on best friend B last minute, cancels on all of us last minute. So we get there, and me and A arrive there on time, and probably like 2 or 3 hours before B. It was really great. We had a good time. We started drinking early. We started getting ready because we're gonna go clubbing that night. And about 2 or 3 hours later, best friend B shows up. And she's already pissed the fuck off. We're just trying to keep calm and stuff because I get it. Like, you drove here by yourself, you arrived late, like, whatever. I ended up pouring her a shot just to chill her out and just to get lit for the night because, you know, we're celebrating my birthday, and it's just, I know it's going to be a lot of fun. So we help each other with each other's makeup, last minute things, take photos, and we're on our way out. Later on, after we're done, best friend A is the one who's like kind of keeping tabs on all of us just because like I'm gone. I mean, it's our birthday, I'm supposed to be gone. If I'm not gone, then this fucking birthday was a fail. So we get back to like the main part of the hotel, we get food, and we go back into the room. Now there's a part that okay, so the reason why this whole scene that's about to happen started, I didn't know until later on. I'm just gonna go in chronological order from what I knew and what I was kind of assuming at the time, and then what I ended up finding out. So basically, when we got back to the room and we had like our food, I was sitting at the little table that was in like the living room, and I was telling best friend B, who also got food, to come sit with me. And she was like, no, I don't want to fucking come sit with you. I don't want to fucking talk to you. You're pissing me the fuck off. Like, just leave me the fuck alone. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Me thinking like, you know, it's my birthday. Like, why the fuck are you talking to me like that? Like, what the fuck did I even do to you? Like, all that I really like knew was that we went out and then we got food and then we came back. That's literally how it went. And according to best friend A, when I talked to her later, like, that's literally the only thing that we knew that happened, so we didn't know what the fuck happened, and we won't know until like later on the day after. Anyway, so she's being a fucking bitch, and she's just like, I don't want to fucking talk to you, get the fuck away from me. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is up with you? I just asked you to come sit with me. I literally just asked you to come sit with me and eat food with me. It's my birthday, I just want to enjoy my time with you guys. Like, I don't understand where all this is coming from. She just ends up getting off on all this shit. You're pissed off at me. And I try to confront her, like, why the fuck are you pissed off? And she won't tell me. She's just like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to fucking talk to you. And I'm starting to get fucking pissed off. So I'm trying to force her to tell me what the fuck is going on, because I'm not down to spend my whole birthday weekend like this, because that shit bothers me. And if you have some shit to say, then just fucking say it. Like, I don't understand why you have to act like this and then not try to solve the problem, you know? Like, it's completely a waste of time. Waste of your time, waste of my fucking time, especially when this whole situation isn't for you. Like, I'm not trying to be conceited or anything, but this is for my fucking birthday, you know? And there's only fucking 3 people here. That's me and 2 other people. Like, I'm not down to have one of the 3 people, like, be like this the rest of the weekend, because there's only fucking 3 of us. Like, no, I'm not fucking down. So I get like closer to her and stuff like that. She gets just so fucking mad at me, and I don't even fucking know why. And she starts to go off on me. So that's kind of when best friend A steps in, and she just like, shut the fuck up, like, what the fuck are you guys talking about, like, what the hell? And I'm just like over here, just, I don't even fucking know what's going on, and she's just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on either. And best friend B is just drunk as fuck. Like, I don't even think she knows what the fuck is going on in her own head. So by now we're literally yelling at each other. Like, I'm surprised no one has knocked on our door or anything like that, because we're fucking screaming. Like, I'm screaming because I'm fucking, well, I'm like partially drunk and it's my birthday and someone's pissing me the fuck off. Like, I think I have a right to say shit, especially when it's like, I planned all this. She starts getting so fucking mad, and you have like, so you have like me, you have best friend A in the middle, like trying to divide us, and then you have best friend B on the other side, and she's like a bigger girl, you know? So she's a little hefty, and best friend A is like barely 5 foot. She's this tiny ass little girl, like she's just this little petite cute little thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, it gets way out of hand because best friend B is hella handsy, if that makes any sense. Like, she's not afraid to get in your fucking face. She's not afraid to like lay her hands on you. She's not afraid to do whatever the fuck. She's never done that to me. Not until like tonight, when she literally like pushed best friend A out of the way just to get to me. She literally pushed me and I hit the wall. I just freaked. I freaked the fuck out because I deal with so I've had some trauma in my past, and I still deal with like PTSD from it, and this just triggered every fucking thing that I could possibly be feeling, because it triggered like my anxiety, it triggered my depression, it just triggered my PTSD, and I just freaked the fuck out. So I remember just hitting the wall and like falling to the ground, and I just like blacked out. I legit just blacked out, and I just remember like waking up again. I know I was awake the whole time, but from what I remember, I just remember kind of like blinking in my head, and I woke up and I was just screaming, like screaming legit bloody murder. And best friend A is the only one who really knows that I take things to chill me out and stuff like that. And so she's just cussing out best friend B. You don't even fucking know what the hell is going on. You don't even fucking know your friend. You don't even fucking know all this shit, and you're over here trying to make this shit about you. Like, why are you even here? But at the same time, she's trying to do her job over here. You have best friend B who's just like, what the fuck is up with you? What the fuck this? What the fuck that? And I'm just like, are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking stupid? To beat someone when they're down, especially like mentally, and I know there's a lot of people out there who don't really agree that like depression or anxiety is like a disease or anything like that. Like, you can believe whatever you want to believe, but when it comes to me, myself, if after this situation I don't want to be friends with you for my own personal reasons, then fucking respect that, because you fucking crossed my boundary. It's my body, it's my mind. Once you cross that boundary with me, like, just fucking leave. So anyways, she's like getting upset because she doesn't think she caused this and I'm overreacting, but you don't fucking deal with this shit. So I wish I could fucking stop having panic attacks and stop having anxiety and stop feeling these types of ways, but I fucking can't, because that's just fucking me. Like, sorry. So she ends up leaving that night. She's just like, oh, well, I'm gonna fucking dip. At that point, we just let her fucking leave, because you know what, like, you're causing more cons than pros over here, so fine, fucking leave. Like, I don't even fucking care. As of right now, I'm like, you know what, fuck you, fuck off. Like, I don't even give a fuck. So best friend A and I are like, just, she chills me out and we calm down, and I'm fucking a mess. Like, I'm legit a mess because I'm having a panic attack, I'm drunk, I'm fucking crying everywhere. And it's just too much for me. And this is like the first night. We literally have not been here more than 5 hours. That's how my fucking birthday weekend started. And so like maybe like an hour later, after best friend B leaves, she tries to call me and send me messages, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck you. and then she tries to send best friend A messages, and she's reading them to me, and I'm like, really? She's blaming her race. She's like, oh, well, we just are acting this way against her because of her race, because of her financials, because of whatever the fuck. I'm like, bitch, I've been best friends with you for the past 3 years, and you're saying that I'm reacting to you acting like this because of your race, because of your financials, because of whatever the fuck personal shit you got going on. Like, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't care if you're fucking poor. I don't care if you're black, you're Asian, you're white, you're whatever the fuck you are. If you're a good friend to me and you're a good person in general, I'm gonna be friends with you. As long as you're good to me, then I'll be good to you back. So the next day, my aunt messages us because she wants to take us out to like a buffet, and we let her know like, hey, best friend B left, and she ends up calling us, and she's just like, what the fuck happened? And so we told her everything that happened, and she ended up giving best friend B a call just because we're in Vegas, she doesn't have anywhere else to stay, and she felt bad. I didn't feel bad. But anyways, so she ends up calling, and she's like, I'm bringing best friend B and you guys are talking. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? We finally got rid of her, and then here she is back again. And she only came back because I guess my aunt said that she was crying to her, saying that like what she did was wrong, and she wanted to come back and apologize and shit like that. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll hear you out. So they end up coming over, and best friend A and my aunt leave so that me and B are in the room together alone. There is no fucking apology. There's just justification as to why she acted the way that she acted. And she blamed, I didn't know this because I was like, oh, maybe it's the money thing, maybe it's because I kept saying it's my birthday, or we didn't know what the fuck like triggered her to act the way that she did. So I guess sometime the night before, so you know how me and best friend A got like to the hotel like 3 hours early or whatever, so we called dibs on our beds. There's 2 queen beds, and we called dibs like on our beds. Anyways, so last night sometime best friend B like wanted to lay on like one of our beds, and we already had all our shit set up and all our shit like on the bed, and I told her, I was just like, hey, like I already called dibs on that bed, by the way, but the other one is like open, like you can have the whole one to yourself or shit like that. And that triggered her because she didn't have a home over here in California, and she didn't really have like a place to belong. That I was kind of like adding to that fuel because I was telling her to basically get off my side of the bed, and that I called dibs on this and not letting her have that bed. So that triggered her, and she thought that I was like making fun of her financially and trying to make fun of the fact that she got like kicked out and the fact that whatever the fuck. And I'm just like, I just wanted that side of the fucking bed. Like, what the hell? And so she kept going on, and okay, so mind you, I housed her for 6 months. So she didn't have anywhere to go, so she literally slept like on this bed with me. Just the way she lived her life was not the way I like to live mine. So I ended up sleeping on the couch for like that 6 months. Just because like, I just can't, that's a whole nother fucking story that like, I don't even want to get into like as of right now. But her justification was the fact that, you know, she doesn't have money, she doesn't really have a place to call home in California, and she thought that I was like making fun of her by telling her to get off my side of the bed. And she was saying how she's not like a fully educated, she doesn't have that much money, black woman, and that, I don't know, she just kept throwing her race and her financials in my face. And I'm just like, if it was a problem that you were black, and if it was a problem that you were poor, then why would I have been friends with you for the past 3 fucking years? Like, does that not make sense in your fucking head that I don't give a fuck, and that what the fuck are you even bringing up? Like, what the hell? The whole time she was just like, listen to me, no, hear me out, and I was just like, bitch, like 100% you're in the wrong. So don't fucking tell me that you're gonna come here and apologize when all you're gonna do is try to justify why you did what you did last night and why the fuck you were acting the way that you acted last night. Because last night she was like, don't fucking talk to me, get the fuck away from me, you're being such a fucking bitch, blah 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 blah. I'm like, what? Because I told you that I called dibs on that side of the bed? Like, what the fucking hell? Anyways, so now we're gonna discuss the present. Probably like a month or 2 ago, so one of my managers from the place that I work at, like, he knows like my life pretty well, and he knows the people that are in my life just because they come to visit me at like where we work. So I told him all about like everything that happened that weekend, and so he was telling me that she was actually standing outside the store looking in. And there is no reason for her to be at this location. She's, I guess, just waiting outside the store, like not even waiting, but like looking and trying to see. And he says that maybe she was looking for me because she doesn't know anyone else in that fucking store, and there's really no reason. She doesn't even live around here anymore, so there's no reason for her to really be at this location. But I wasn't working, so that's kind of what I heard. Anyways, so the other night, I think like a week ago, I'm at work and my aunt messages me and she's like, oh, best friend B just knocked on the door and was asking for you. She was looking for you, wanted to talk about last November. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know if I have her blocked. I have to double check, but I haven't heard anything from her. Like, I haven't gotten a message from her or call from her, even if it's from, like, you know, you can do like star 67 or whatever the fuck and like do a block call. Like, I haven't gotten anything from her. No Instagram message, no email, no nothing. Like, you know, like there's so many different ways you can try to get to someone, and I haven't gotten anything. Anyways, so I guess she knocked on the door and was asking for me, and my aunt was just like, oh, well, she's not home right now, you know, like, what is it about? And I guess she just wanted to talk about whatever happened like last time I saw her. So I don't know if it's apology, if it's whatever the fuck, but it's just like, what don't you fucking understand? This is not the first fucking shit that we've been through, and I don't know if you could tell, but I'm kind of over the fucking shit that you bring to the table because it's nothing beneficial. If anything, it stresses me out. Another best friend that I had before her, I tried to be best friends with her again as well, and nah. Like, I don't even know what the fuck happened. She literally just dipped out on me for like no apparent reason. Well, no reason that I could figure out, because she actually like ditched me like when like just we took her on a trip with me and a bunch of my friends and stuff like that, and she brought one of her own friends, and just a lot of fucking shit went down. Like, she brought someone who was like her friend that she only knew for like 2 days because she started work at a new job, and she ended up liking this person but didn't know this person, so she ended up talking shit about this person literally like the day after we got to our vacation. And it's like, why the fuck are you talking shit about the person that you brought? Like, if you didn't know 100% if you were gonna be okay with her like coming, then why the fuck would you bring her? Think ahead, think smarter. She was probably like one of my bestest friends that I've ever knew my whole entire life. I met her in college, and the way that we met just happened like so organically. I just thought that we'd be friends for a really, really long time. And you know, after that one kind of settled down and I tried to be best friends with her and realized that it wasn't gonna work, it was just, you know, that really broke my heart. So to have this other person just come back around and create a mess as well, it's really, like, do you really not have anything to do? Like, it's really not that hard to be, like, a good friend to somebody. It's crazy because something that I've realized is that ex-best friends or exes, just exes in general, it's so crazy because they know you so well that I feel like they always come back when you're doing good. Like, my life is so good right now. My life has never been better, and all of a sudden I'm getting this weird like stalkerish vibe from best friend B. I'm like, I haven't heard of you in like 5 months, and here you are again when I'm actually like thriving, you know? So it's just, I don't know, something about them, like they just know, they just could tell. I feel like they could just sense it, because when you become best friends with someone, you almost have like a sixth sense, like as to how they're feeling and shit like that. And I feel like they just want to come back and ruin your time. Is that like just me? With all the people that I've talked to that have gone through this same situation, they told me to kind of reflect on where I'm at right now as well. Like, I'm only 21, and this is about the time where you start to become who you're, you know, who you want to become, or who you're gonna be for almost like the rest of your life. And so this is like the best time to be dealing with this, because it's almost like the lessons that you should be learning in your 20s. And even though it's really, really hard to say like goodbye to people, it's really, really great to have a better life. It's really, really great to go beyond what you expected and just thrive. You just have to make sure you prioritize yourself, is something that I found out. Something that I went through in the past was putting people in front of me, always putting people ahead of me and not really caring too much about how I felt. So I would just go and say yes. I would just agree with anything as long as it, you know, made the other person happy, and that ultimately did not make me happy. I would just be sitting depressed to like wishing that I made a different decision, or you know, like, you just have to make sure that you prioritize yourself along the list of the people that you love in your life, because not everything that people are going to want you to do is going to make you happy, and you have to come to that conclusion before you make a decision that's really going to fuck with you. And it took me a really long time to understand, like, that process, just because you have to go through that initial pain of, you know, you're gonna miss this person, or you don't want to be mean to someone, like you know, the feeling you get when you're breaking up with someone. You have to go through that in order to strive, in order to become better, in order to grow into the person that you want to become. And you know, as hard as it may sound, it's the best decision I think that you could possibly make for yourself, because you know what's best for you. You know the right decision to make for yourself. Even if you don't feel like it, just listen to your gut, because if there's more cons, then bye. Don't be afraid to put yourself first. Don't be afraid to prioritize yourself in front of others, because ultimately your happiness is what's going to guide you throughout your own life. And if you're not happy, then the things that happen to you aren't going to be happy as well. Whatever vibe you put out into the world is going to be the vibe that you get back. You know, a lot of people say, like, it's karma, or a lot of people say it's whatever. You know, whatever their reason is, whatever you believe in, that's just how it's going to be. And so if you keep a positive mindset, even though not everything that happens to you is going to be positive, you know, at least you're able to look at the positive things in a negative situation, and that's really all that matters. As long as you can tell yourself, like, hey, you're awesome, you're amazing, you don't need to deal with this bullshit, then you're good to go. Oh my god. So I totally left out, like, a part that, like, really pissed me the fuck off when it came to the Vegas scene. And oh my god, okay, so you remember how I told you guys that my aunt, like, got us the room, and she got, like, free rooms, and so she came, checked us in, and she got her own room somewhere else, just so she didn't have to, like, stay with us while we were doing whatever the fuck that we were gonna do. And anyways, so because best friend B left and then she came back, didn't fucking apologize, I really didn't want her to fucking come back. So anyways, my aunt felt bad and let her use her room, like, to stay at. My aunt was just trying to be courteous and stuff, you know, while because best friend B was like, oh, well, I'm not gonna stay here anyway, I'm just gonna leave tonight, whatever. So my aunt was just like, okay, well, then here, like, stay in my room and stuff for now. Anyways, best friend B, old best friend B, decides to stay there until literally the day after we go back from Vegas. So she stays there for another, like, 2.5, 3 days. And so my aunt has nowhere to stay, and guess where she fucking stays? Just guess. In our room. You know, I fucking love her. I fucking love her, but we couldn't do shit. I'm not about to act a fool in front of my familia, you know what I'm saying? That shit pissed me the fuck off. And my aunt ended up giving her money because I guess she didn't have any fucking money and she was crying or whatever, and she takes it too. And one of the reasons why she got so pissed off, like, to begin with, was the fact that she thinks that, like, all we do is pity her, and that she's not the type of person who needs help. She can do things on her own. And it's like, if you can do things on your own and you don't want us to pity you, then why the fuck are you taking my aunt's hotel and taking her money? This shit got me livid as fuck. Livid as fuck. Don't fucking come near me if you're not gonna be a good fucking person. Like, people are just so fucking dumb and mean and cruel, and I'm over here just trying to live my best life, you know? I'm trying to mind my own business, live my best life. So don't fucking come back around. Don't fucking come and try to fuck my shit up over here. Like, you got some fucked up shit over there, and don't be trying to bring that shit around over here. I'm trying to have a good fucking life. So, can you be friends with your ex-best friend? Fuck no! But anyways, let me know what you guys think. I want to know, do you guys think that you can be friends with your ex-best friend again? Like, I don't know. If someone can change my mind, I'd be down to, you know... No, never mind. I wouldn't be down. Just kidding. But I'd be down to listen to, like, what you guys have to say, for sure. I definitely want to hear what you guys, you know, think. And if you can give me any other perspective on the situation, just totally let me know. Was I being too mean? Was I not being mean enough? And thank you guys so much for sitting with me while I got ready and just talk shit. I love talking shit. I love doing my makeup and making myself look decent, you know, because, I mean, look at me. But yeah, I hope you guys have a really good day. Thank you guys so much. Subscribe and follow me on Instagram. My IG handle is MIA_DAZE. It'll be Mia_Daze. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today, and I love you all.